Hey guys, we're making another video. So, sorry I'm a little late to this, but I want to get my thoughts on Christopher Nolan's new movie, The Odyssey, starring Tom Holland, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, Matt Damon, and Jon Bernthal. The plot is, after the Trojan War, Odysseus faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops, Pothamus, Serenus, and Cleopaso along the way. When this movie was announced, and we got that first image of Matt Damon in his Viking outfit, I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to like this. But then I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, maybe Nolan's cooking. Because I didn't think I would like Oppenheimer, and I end up loving it, right? I saw this with both my mum and my dad. I was going into the movie open-minded. I was like, I want to be swayed into, this is a great movie. I love the scenes and the performances, but the movie as a whole, I couldn't get into as much. This movie is the first Nolan movie that I was like, okay, Nolan, are you trying to go grounded and realistic, or are you going sci-fi? It doesn't help that this movie is based on a poem. That doesn't help. Because, like, how do you get a poem into a 2-hour-long movie? Or almost 3 hours? Which Nolan ended up doing. Like, congratulations. Like, this is, like, for doing that. Because Nolan's the only person that can do that type of thing. Take a poem and expand into a movie. There are scenes that use the sci-fi elements that I liked, but I wish they were in a different movie than the other scenes. Like, there's a twist in this movie that I didn't see coming. I want to make that clear. I didn't see it coming at all. But when it happened, I was like, it wasn't like the Michael Keaton Spider-Man Homecoming thing. I'm not just saying that because I'm a big Spider-Man fan, I'm a big Marvel fan. There can be twists in movies that I do not like. This was one of the movies that I was like, this twist did not work for me. Not getting into spoilers or anything, but I did not like the twists that Nolan pulled. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, but I did not like it. But I will say, the action is fantastic. Nolan does a great job with action when it comes to The Dark Knight, when it comes to, like, even though that Oppenheimer doesn't really have a lot of action, it has stakes because of, like, his mission to build the bomb and things like that. So, he does a great job with the action. But unfortunately, there isn't enough action for me. Like, normally Nolan is really good with having the balance of the emotional scenes and the action scenes. But this movie, there was a lot of emotional scenes with moments of action, not action mixed with the emotion, if that makes sense. And why does Nolan need to make his movie so freaking long? I felt like the same way about Oppenheimer. I loved Oppenheimer when it came out. I haven't seen it since, but I really liked it. But I felt like that the movie should have ended as soon as the bomb went off. Like, as soon as the bomb went off, because that was the mission. His mission was to make the bomb for the war. He built it. It exploded. That's where he should have rolled the credits. Which, like, in something like Avengers Endgame, their mission, yes, was to bring the people back, but their mission was to also defeat Thanos. So, when Hulk snapped and Scott saw all the birds and the stuff like that, you couldn't just go like, oh, end of movie. Because you're like, wait, you still have a bloody bad guy to deal with. Like, what are you going to do about that? At least Oppenheimer, I was like, okay, the main point is to build the bomb. You built the bomb, it exploded. That's where the movie should have ended. This was like, okay, you don't need this to be 3 hours long. But anyway, I thought it was interesting to have a 3 hour long movie just about this damn poem. And with Oppenheimer, I was seeing that until the bomb went off, going like, maybe this is my favorite movie of all time. But then after the bomb went off, I was like, maybe not, because it's kind of going into a bit of a slow thing at the moment, which understandably so, because you need that slow break of like what his life was like after the bomb exploded. But I was like, maybe not. I did not have that once during the Odyssey. And I loved that Tom Holland got a chance to end up in a movie where he might end up getting an Oscar. the same with Anne Hathaway and even Zendaya. They're great in this movie. But Tom Holland, for sure, like, because he's so tied to Spider-Man, and I love him for Spider-Man, he, to me, will always be Spider-Man. But he needed that chance to be in a Christopher Nolan movie or a movie that to show his acting chops, that he can actually be one of those actors that wins an Oscar or gets nominated. Now he has that chance with the Odyssey after Nolan finally gained an Oscar with Oppenheimer. So I feel like that this movie would be the chance for Tom Holland to get an Oscar, because the Academy does not give it to superhero movies, which is crazy. I'm going to give the Odyssey 3.5 out of 5 stars. I like this movie, but I was kind of disappointed with it, especially after Oppenheimer, which I just loved. I loved Oppenheimer. I thought it was great. Alright, so guys, I'm going to be airing this ASAP. I'm going to be recording my news of the Marvel panel at San Diego Comic-Con, which I'm very excited to do. I'm going to be talking about the Batman Part 2 being delayed again, Blue Beetle being in Superman, and then in a few days I'm going to see Brand New Day, so expect a review either probably Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon-ish, right? Because I have work and stuff. So, but no, hopefully I'll get to you guys upload by Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. So I'm very excited. So see you guys in the next video, whatever I upload next. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.